变动。
就是没有，我说后面那个楼太高了，把我们全挡了，啥也没拍。
Good evening, honorable guests, friends, family, and also all my students from York. Thank you. This is going to be our speech, okay? Besides me is Mr. Shang J. Peck, one of the designers and illustrator of the Year of the Pig Stamps and Products. Jay is a brilliant and very successful young designer, specializing in branding, corporate identity, wayfinding, interactive design, and illustration. He was also one of my former top students who graduated some 18 years ago from our honors degree design program. He's now my good friend and partner. Is Lillian here? Lillian Jar? Unfortunately, Lillian is on her way. She's also one of my former students who graduated some 10 years ago. She's responsible for developing and refining the ancient Chinese character, which is over 2,000 years old. Approximately 3 years ago, I was invited by Canada Post, the manager of staff, Liz Wong, she's here, to submit proposals for the Year of the Pig issue. I always bring on board a couple of my former students to work with me on projects of such a scale. My purpose is to allow my next generation, or say to nurture our next generation of designers, to gain different experience in research, design, printing, and etc. We invest a lot of time in research before we start the process. And during the research process, it surprised me. I find out that there are over 120 countries or regions in the world, even some countries in the Pacific Ocean. They publish Lunar New Year stamps, so this is very, very popular. For the Year of the Pig, we submitted 2 designs, one modern, one traditional. That is Pixie or Ju Bajai, to compete among a couple of designers or teams. We are lucky that the theme of Pixie was selected, and that's the start of a 3-year journey and challenge. Journey to the West is a Chinese novel published in the 16th century during the Ming Dynasty. It is one of the 4 great classical novels of Chinese literature. The novel is also very popular in Korea, Japan, and many Asian countries. I designed the 2016 Year of the Monkey stamps, and I picked Pixie for 2019 Lunar New Year stamps because both Monkey King and Pixie are the 2 key characters of the famous journal To the West. I use the masks of Peking opera and semiotics approach in the Monkey King stamp, which is East, where the East and the West meet. For Pixie, I use illustrators approach, which is common in Chinese style book stories. Pixie is always being labeled as lazy and likes to eat. However, we should look at both sides of the coin. Okay? Pixie is also soft-hearted, kind, frank, trusting, and always helpful. And now let me pass on to Jay and let him share with you his experience working with Pixie in the last 3 years.
It's been really honor to be here, and I would like to
thank to Arbor Inc. as well as Canada Post to have me, and it's been a great journey up to here right now, and where we're standing. And then I think I'm supposed to make a little joke here, but we're supposed to make the pixie to be, initially what we want to do is we want to make it a little bit sexier. And then we proposed and said that I think that's a little too sexy. So maybe we have to cut down a little bit. So we've changed our direction to more like the abundance of the flavorful and then colorful, and then with the all richness that reflects the cultural. And then I think when we started working on it, it's been like so many revisions, and then I think one time it was like at 3 o'clock in the morning we were talking about the project, and then that's been for almost 2016 up to 2000, almost 3 years. So I have to say that we really fell in love with this page, and it's been a great journey for us to have me to be part of it here, and then up to here, and then also it's just teamwork that they got us to here. So without every single person's the participation and the effort, without that we wouldn't be here, and I'm really happy that everything turned out the way how it's respected, and yeah, just wanted to say thank you.
And Pixie, okay, as we know in the West, or Chibajai. Okay. Pixie was originally the commander-in-chief of 80,000 heavenly Navy soldiers, and he was banished and exiled from heaven for his behavior, and sent to be reincarnated on earth, where by mishap he fell into a pig well and was reborn as a half-man, half-pig monster. Pixie was soft-hearted and optimistic, and he liked to help. Because one day he got a reason to be helpful, and was recruited by the goddess Gunyang, to join Monkey King to journey westward with a monk in search of the sacred scriptures. Pixie became a disciple of the monk, and the three, together with Monkey King, set off toward ancient India, that is the West. Pixie was rewarded for his part in the success of the journey, and he is offered a job as the cleanser of the altars. That's all about Pixie. Yes, he likes to eat, but he's very kind. Of course, everyone from China's Canadian Center